Welcome to Aral, TARLAKHenyo, here on RTV Tarlak, Channel 26, simulcast over DCTC Radio Filipino Tarlac. I am Ma'am Princess Ronquillo, your teacher broadcaster for Science Grade 8. Hashtag be factual, hashtag be scientific. Serving you with the different skills to learn in Science 8. Are you guys ready for a new journey in science? That is so nice! But before we start, I want you to do the following task. First, find a comfortable place to study away from noise and distraction. Second, check your headsets or speakers if they are functioning well so you could hear the discussion clearly. And third, prepare your science learning modules, your compendium of notes, your learning activity sheets, and a pen. Come and join me in learning chemistry by listening attentively. If you have questions and clarifications for today's lesson, feel free to send me a message at 0916-574-5202. Let me repeat, it's 0916-574-5202. And we will answer all your questions after this session. Are you ready? Let's begin. Before we start our lesson, let us first have a short review of the previous topic. I have prepared several questions for you. Are you ready? Great! What is a comet? Correct! It is a body of ice, rock, and dust that can be several miles in diameter and orbits the sun. How will you differentiate a meteoroid, a meteor, and a meteorite? Very good! A meteoroid is a space rock that is still in space. A meteor is a meteoroid that burns up in the Earth's atmosphere, or what we call the shooting star, while a meteorite is a meteoroid that hits the Earth's surface. And lastly, what is an asteroid? You're right! An asteroid is a large chunk of rocky material with some metals in it. Asteroids orbit the sun just as the planets do. They are smaller than a planet but larger than a meteoroid. Good job, learners, for a good performance. I am glad that you have answered all the questions correctly. I believe you are all excited for today's lesson. Just prepare yourselves as we take a look to a new topic. After going through this lesson, you are expected to explain the properties of solids, liquids, and gases based on the particle nature of matter. Before we begin, let us have an activity. Get your paper and pen. Try to roam around inside your house. Then observe the things that surround you. What do you see? I want you to write on a paper all the things that you can see inside the house. What are the things that you can see in your room? Have you seen the blanket and the pillows on your bed? That's great! Now, let's have a short tour in the living room. What can you see? Have you seen the television in your living room? Very good observation. How about the frames hanging on the wall? Nice! And how about the ball being played by your younger brother or sister? Great job! I want you to go now in the dining room. What do you see in the kitchen? Have you seen the soy sauce? How about the vinegar? How about the salt? And other utensils in the kitchen. Probably yes. Great! You made a good observation. Well done, learners! I know you have written more examples aside from the things that I have mentioned. You did well! Congratulations! Those materials and things that I have mentioned are all examples of matter. And that will be our topic for today. Everything around us is matter. Yes, my dear grade 8 students. Even us humans are examples of matter. I am sure you must have heard the term matter before. Everything that we come across in our lives, like the air you inhale, the books you read, the clothes you wear, and the toys you play with. I mean, literally everything is made of matter. Still confused? Don't worry, students. For today, let us explore the states of matter and what matter is. Let us enrich our discussion about matter. Are you ready? Great! So, what is matter? Matter is another word for what things are made of. Well, as we all know, everything around us is made of matter. From the air we breathe to the water we drink, even our bodies. Planet Earth is made of matter, and so are all the stars, planets, and moons in the universe. All matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Matter can be in different forms depending on how the atoms are arranged. We call these forms as states of matter. But the vital question is, how do you define matter? Well, according to science, matter is defined as anything that occupies space and has mass. On Earth, the most common states of matter are solids, liquids, and gases. Historically, the states of matter were distinguished based on the qualitative differences in their back properties. Let us start with the first state of matter. What is a solid? Solid is the most obvious state of matter. It's made up of particles that are really close together. A solid's particles are closely packed together. The forces between the particles are strong enough that the particles cannot move freely. They can only vibrate. A solid cannot be compressed because there are no spaces between the particles. As a result, a solid has a definite shape and a definite volume. Solids can only change shape under force or as when broken or cut. The chair you are sitting on is a solid. Can you think of any other examples of solids? Great! Examples of solids are study table, sugar cubes, rock, glass, most metals, and other materials and things that have definite shape and volume. Let's now proceed to the second state of matter, the liquid. What is a liquid? Liquid is made up of particles that are particularly close together but not as close together as solid. A liquid is a fluid that conforms to the shape of its container but that retains a nearly constant volume independent pressure. The volume of liquids are definite or it does not change. If the temperature and pressure are constant. Liquids have no definite shape but have definite volume. The water you drink is liquid. When you put water on a container, such as a bottle, it will follow its shape. That makes it a liquid. Will you please give other examples of liquid? Right! Examples of liquids are water, juice, soft drinks, soy sauce, and other fluids that conform to the shape of its container. The next one is an interesting state of matter that cannot be seen easily, but it's there all the time. What is a gas? Gas is the third main state of matter. It is the state in which matter expands to occupy the volume and shape of its container. Gas molecules have either very weak bonds or no bonds at all, so they can move freely and quickly. Because of this, not only will gas conform to the shape of its container, it will also expand to completely fill the container. In gas, the particles are far apart and move in random directions. The particles are far apart so as a gas can be compressed. The particles in a gas have the most energy and can move quickly. Gas molecules have enough kinetic energy that the effect of intermolecular forces is small and the particles are very far apart from each other. The typical distance between neighboring molecules is much greater than the size of the molecules themselves. Can you give an example of a gas? I can't hear you. Very good. The air we inhale is an example of a gas. Are you learning? Are you still with me, students? All right, let's continue. The particle theory of matter states that number 1, all matter is made up of extremely tiny particles. Number 2, particles have spaces between them. Number 3, particles are in constant motion. And number 4, there are forces between the particles. So now, let's have the big ideas for today's lesson. Matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. What are the three main states of matter? The three main states of matter are solids, liquids, and gases. Solids have definite shape and volume. Liquids have indefinite shape but have definite volume. And gas has no definite shape and no definite volume. The particle theory of matter states that all matter are made up of extremely tiny particles, and they found that there are spaces between them. These particles are moving in constant motion, and there are also forces between the molecules. Now that you have understand the solid, liquid, and gas based from the particle nature of matter, it's time for a simple activity. For the instruction, you will be answering 5-item questions. You will write your answer on your activity sheet. I will be giving you 5 seconds to answer each number. Are you ready? That's great! For question number 1. In which of the following 3 states of matter are the particles are closest together? A. Solid, B. Liquid, or C. Gas? Your timer starts now. If your answer is letter A, then you are correct. For question number 2. Water in a glass is an example of A. Solid, B. Liquid, or C. Gas? Your timer starts now. The correct answer is letter B. It's liquid. Third question. Which of the following is an example of solid? A. The air you breathe in, B. Coffee you drink, C. A chair you sit on. The correct answer is letter C. A chair you sit on. Question number 4. What is a liquid? A. A liquid has a definite shape and volume. B. Liquid has a definite shape but no definite volume. And letter C. Liquid has a definite volume but no definite shape. The correct answer is letter C. And last number, which state of matter has no definite volume and no definite shape? A. Solid, B. Liquid, C. Gas. If your answer is letter C, then you are correct. Did you get all the questions correctly? For those who have answered all the questions correctly, congratulations! It seemed that you really listened very well to our discussion. But before we end our session, I will be giving you an activity. In your science activity notebook, I want you to draw the particle nature of solid, liquid, and gas. I hope you learned a lot today. Once again, this is Ma'am Princess Diana L. Ronquillo, your science anchor teacher for today. You are living, you occupy space, and you have mass. Do you know what that means? You matter.